Welcome, welcome, everybody, to episode 14 of Queers and Spears Campaign 1 in the world of Saluna. Last episode, our friends found themselves in the city of the Sandy Sea, otherwise known as Selene, the border city of Morganthe and Valoiri. They found themselves in quite a nice tavern and may have wandered around to find a little bit of a rundown apothecary. The apothecary owner had some stuff for them that they may have needed or wanted or other things, but also had something of a mission for them. You see, in Valoiri, even on the border, the Gilgren skirmishers are an issue. And the skirmishers, while they are here, the godlets are here to help Dream find his brother. They're also here to continue to spread their name across Morganthe and into Valoiri. Barry, the owner of Barry's Apothecary, charged them with the mission to bring home a family heirloom that was stolen. A massive ruby is about the size of a dinner plate. Something that is very valuable, but is the only thing they have left of their family. Our godlets traveled to where Barry told them that this headquarters of the skirmishers is in this town. Our friends snuck in successfully with Opalin turning into a fox and Caliver floating around. Found the main office in this headquarters, which had both Dream's brother and the ruby in it. But their distractions did not last long enough and they entered into combat. After exchanging hit after hit with all of these enemies, Riona has gone down, and that's where we ended last session. So this session, we will start in combat with our lovely friend, Riona, making her first death save. Now, my gallant godlets,
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
we are all excited for this episode. But if you remember correctly, last week we ended on quite a deep note. And with that, Riona, I need you to make a death save.
Oh. All right. But first, not exactly excited about this. All right. I hope it's a save. Do I need any kind of modifiers to this?
No. Just a flat
Beautiful.
D20 roll.
That's scary. All right. That's a 7.
That is a fail.
Great.
We move on to our next godlet's turn. Caliver, what would you like to do?
Am I near Riona?
You are within 15 feet of her.
Just fell.
You may move. There are no combatants between you and her,
That's
I
fine.
believe.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Riona, which I can
Thank
do at a
you.
range as a
Awesome.
bonus action.
Thank you.
There is a combatant between you and her. I forgot the air elemental is still alive.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so hang on. Make sure I mark it. And healing word is 1d4 plus 5. That is 8 health.
I stand.
You don't stand, technically. You're still
You,
prone, but
Get up.
yes, you
Yeah, I'm dead.
you are not unconscious anymore. You are laying there awake.
All around me are
and
familiar faces.
are you doing? That's just a bonus action, right?
yes.
Is there anything you would like to do with your action?
Technically, I'm still on the air elemental.
Yes, there's an air elemental and a bandit captain still up.
I'm
But-
still like I'm on. I remember I'm on the air elemental, and I have two.
You have your spiritual
swords,
weapons, yeah.
or two spiritual weapons: the saxophone and trumpet on the air elemental.
Yes.
And I think we're all just gonna make some attacks.
Cool.
So I have an unarmed strike.
Okay.
so I'm gonna do that. It's an 18 to hit.
For the air elemental,
Yeah.
that hits.
Um,
We love a ghost punching air.
Interesting.
Oh.
So because I have -1 strength, I don't actually do damage with unarmed strikes.
Oh.
So
Can
it's
I do
literally you
psychological
punching air.
damage?
So,
I'm
to
actually
yourself?
punching air. Well,
You're not a-
So I'm a ghost punching air. So it's
Yeah.
like, two transient objects.
hmm
You're
But
not
you
a
know what?
poltergeist. That's what you're saying.
You
If
would
I
thi-
don't punch,
it actually
you would
just
think
looks like
that
you
if
guys dancing.
you would think that if both objects are intangible, they would be tangible to each other, right?
Yeah, like two negatives. No,
No.
apparently it's not.
That's a fun
Well-
little mechanical thing that we just learned.
Okay, well, oh. Here's one attack from the trumpet.
hmm
22 to hit.
That hits.
8 damage.
Okay.
And here's the other one. Only a 13.
That does not hit.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alrighty, so next would be Raynor. Raynor, you have just taken down this boulette with Travis and Dream down by your side.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, I am aware that they're fighting upstairs, so I'm gonna try and make my way up there.
Yes.
With my 30 feet of movement, would I be able to see anyone?
Yeah, you were right by the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Because so can I see any of the enemies from with just 30 feet of movement?
Yeah, you can see the air elemental, you can see the bandit captain, and you can see that Riona is on the ground.
I'm going to. All right. So using my fighting style, I'm gonna pull out one of my hand axes and whip it at the bandit captain.
Okay.
So I don't know how axes deal with air. All right. Da-da-da. 17 to hit.
That for which one?
A hand axe. I'm throwing a hand axe.
For the air elemental or the
No, the
captain?
the captain.
That hits.
Okay. So that's. Do I get my bonus from Giant Smite? I do. Okay, so 2d6 plus 4. 8, 12 damage.
All right. You guys see that this bandit captain falls to his knees and collapses. He is no more. All you have,
Axe to the face.
yeah, axe to the face.
He'll probably, he'll walk it off.
Raynor pushes his sunglasses up.
Cool. That will be Opalyn.
Okay. The first thing that Opalyn does is, as a bonus action, she will summon a giant octopus spirit totem. So, let's see. Everybody within, like all of my allies, like everybody in the
Yes.
party, within a 30-foot radius, gains 10 temporary hit points.
Yes.
And then they also get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Awesome. And that's a bonus action, correct?
Correct. And then it's just the air elemental left, right?
Yes.
Trying my best.
It's okay.
I've been wailing on this guy for a while.
You did. You have been doing some very good damage.
Whose turn is it now?
It's mine.
Yeah, it's still
I
open.
just let's see. The air elemental has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Forgot about the cube.
I forgot about the cube too. It's been a week, so it's understandable we forgot about the cube. Okay, so Constitution saving throw. What's your DC?
15.
It makes it. You got a dirty 20.
Okay, well, it still takes half necrotic damage because I did a 3rd level Wither and Bloom.
Awesome! Give me the damage, baby.
Alright. That's 6 damage.
6 damage. Sometimes the dice hate us.
That was halved. So.
Yeah. It was 12, but that halved to 6.
Yep.
Okay. Next will be the air elemental, which its closest enemy,
My
Is-
trumpet.
Riona.
I'm in
It's
melee
Derek!
range too. damn it.
Derek!
I'm in melee range. Me.
Who's to say that it'll hit twice? You have a pretty high AC, Riona.
Oh my god.
Do you hate me? Did I do something to you?
No, not at all. You're just in my air elemental space.
Not my choice!
You are in my air bubble.
Technically, you're
So
all in the air elemental space because we're all right next to each other.
only one of the hits hit.
I want a silvery barbs that hit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh wait.
It still hit.
Okay.
Yeah, it rolled an 18 and then a 16. And it has a plus 8 to hit.
Okay, can I use my reaction?
Yeah.
I
Wait,
want
can
to
you
use
see?
Runic Shield for the first time. So when another creature you can see within 60 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to re-roll the d20.
So basically it's silvery barbs again.
Yes. No one will hit us now that Caliber.
Still hits. It rolled a 15.
What the fuck?
I'm rolling different d20s each time, just so you know. So
Your dice want me dead.
We need portents. That's what we really need.
the dice want a story, guys. That is 9 damage. That is exactly enough to put you down again.
No,
No,
I
no,
have
it's
temporary
not.
hit points.
Oh, you have
Temporary
temporary
hit
hit points. True, so you're not down again.
You have
No, I'm pissed.
Sorry, the encounter thing doesn't show me temporary hit points, so I forget that they're there.
Technically, I only have 8 because I accidentally hit I messed up. I only have 8 now. I have 9 in total right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. That brings us to Dream.
Okay, so we're down. So I was downstairs, and the fight's happening upstairs.
Yes. So you were right by the bottom of the stairs, so you can use your movement to get up. It's like 15 feet.
Okay, I'd like to use my movement to get up the stairs, so where the
Mhm.
action's happening.
Yeah.
You do a long fucking cat jump my ass up there.
Yeah.
And are there any enemies standing still?
The air elemental.
The air elemental. Okay. I
Which-
just like to like kind of.
Which is
Okay, go ahead.
flanked by all of your allies, so you would get sneak attack on it.
Oh, I wasn't gonna be sneaky, but I guess I could do that. Okay, so yeah, I guess Dream will just like hop up there and with his little dagger, try to plunge him in the back.
Cool. Give me that attack roll, baby.
Let's do it, baby. You gotta wait for my Celestia and D Beyond.
I found that if you turn on hardware acceleration in the Google Chrome settings, it makes
Goes
it
a little
faster.
faster. Okay. Got a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, let's
That's
roll my
gonna
damage.
do quite some damage because you do 4d6 sneak attack damage.
That's just 3 damage. 1 plus 2.
Did you roll your 4d6 for sneak attack also?
I don't believe so. Hold on.
I gotta try
The
to find out.
suspense.
It's okay.
6.
6? Cool. You guys are
Mhm.
whittling away at this thing. Cool. That brings us to Riona.
Okay.
So pissed.
He's angry. Alright. So I'm gonna be using my longsword.
Mm.
Half your movement to stand.
Yes, I'm going to stand up because yeah. We're standing up. No, we're not going back down. Alright. So
We have decided we are mortal.
unfortunately.
We understand.
Alright. So I'm gonna divine smite this bitch.
Okay.
So I'm going to use divine smite.
Mhm.
What that is, so I can do this correctly. Extra 2d. Okay. So with my longsword, I'm going to attack.
Really quick, 1 second. Caliver, who did you want to give your advantage to from your silvery barbs?
Technically, okay, so I have to give it to somebody. Oh, I can give it to myself. I'll give it to myself.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I forgot that that's a thing that silvery barbs does. But go ahead.
Okay, so once I stand up, she uses her longsword and takes a swing at him using divine smite. I rolled an 18.
That hits.
Does that hit? Okay.
That
So we're gonna
really hits.
good. Let's do my 1d8 plus 4. I can find my d8. That is going to be an 8 plus an extra 2d8. So that'll be 8 plus.
So your first hit, your first damage was 8 total.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
So it'd be a total of 16.
Plus the 8, or
Yep.
just
So I got So I got another. So I rolled a 3 and a 5,
Okay,
which makes 8, which makes 8 plus 8, 16.
cool. This thing is still standing, but it's not looking happy.
All right, well, that's fine because I get an extra attack. So
Mhm.
we're going to hit him again with the long sword.
Okay.
Be helpful if I use the right dice. And that time I got a 13.
To hit?
To hit, yes.
That does not hit.
Figured.
Alrighty. That brings us to Caliver.
Yes.
It's your turn. What would you like to do?
4th level inflict wounds.
Okay. That's it's a hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Christ in
Nat
a
20.
Christ in a blanket. Roll your damage.
Hell yeah!
How we do damage with nat 20s again?
It is. Oh God, what is the 4th level inflict wounds?
12d10.
Oh my god.
You don't even have to roll.
I want to.
1d10 full damage would have killed it.
But like, how do crits work?
So the way we do crits is the base damage, so that 12d10
Mm-hmm.
would be full,
So it'd be 120.
plus whatever you roll for the secondary roll. So you would roll, so another 12d10 you would roll to find out what you get.
I just want to see. So 186.
Oh my god.
Even if this thing could come back, you did double its hit point max, so it would be dead anyway.
All
Um,
air stops in the world.
That was like the sickest ripcord I've ever played.
Oh my god, I cannot believe you just crit on a 4th level inflict wounds.
Incredible.
Feels good.
186.
And we are out of combat.
Guys, I think we're gonna write a song about that inflict wounds.
Um,
As you should.
Fiona, did you see that?
Travis runs up the stairs, and he's like, "What? Is there anybody?" Oh, good job, you guys. I still running on the liquid lightning a little bit.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What is that?
Oh, Dream, you should really try liquid lightning.
No!
It is
Try it.
I'll
It's a
pay you
drug.
great.
I can do some of that right now.
Unfortunately,
Everybody
they took my
steps forward
cans.
and slaps a hand over Travis's mouth to shut him up. Well, Elias.
No,
And then
no.
she's gonna look back at Dream and point at the door and just be like, "Your brother's in there."
Okay, with that, like, fucking Dream just, his bullshit wipes away from his face and his head whips towards the door. Is the door locked? What's going
No,
on with it?
It is open.
It's unlocked. Go.
It's okay, yeah. Fuck it, he's gonna go through the door. He's just gonna barge through the fucking door and look for Dream. Or look for Ash.
You get in the room. You see Ash tied to a chair. Give me a perception check.
Okay. And it won't take 20 years this time. I did what Andrew said, and I fixed my acceleration. We got perception of 21.
21. As you're looking at him, you see an indentation in his neck, like something is pressed against it.
Those motherfuckers. Okay, yeah. He's wants us to yell out his name, but instead he stops and his eyes kind of flicker around the room as though looking for unseen danger. So perception, it looks like something's impressed to his neck.
Mhm.
So is he conscious or is he still knocked out?
He is breathing,
Okay.
but he is badly beaten.
Okay. Dream without he doesn't want to keep standing there while his brother's so close, so he's gonna try to come untie him, try to get him.
As you
Center
step
focus.
closer,
Mm.
immediately you see the blade to his throat
Oh,
and the
no.
winged devil standing behind him.
You let him the
Little
fuck go.
kid. I wouldn't take another step forward.
You let my brother go, or you're not going to be taking any more steps anytime soon.
You think I'm afraid of you?
You think I'm afraid of
Little
you?
kitty cat?
Hmm.
Think I'm afraid of your friends out there? Guess you'll have to find me in the afterlife. And he slits his throat and teleports away.
What the? He runs towards Ash and he drops to his knees and he's pulling him into his lap and as he's shaking him and yelling his name, Ash. Ash, like please wake up, please wake up.
Dream, as your brother is in your lap, his eyes are open.
Ash.
And he is choking on his own blood in this moment.
His hands come up to cradle his face, and the blood gets on his hands as he's trying to cradle his face and try to hear him speak.
As the color in his eyes start to dull, he's able to cough up a couple words. And you hear him say, I'm not done. Just don't worry about reviving me. And
Don't fucking say that, Ash.
as
You're not.
you watch and listen, you watch the life leave your brother's body.
Dream just lets out the most heart-wrenching roar. Huggin just lets it out as he's like clutching his brother to his chest still. And all he can think about is the look in his brother's eyes as the light left them.
As you're holding him and as he goes limp, his hand falls to the ground and a rolled up piece of paper falls out of it.
Dream's like he's full on this man who never usually shows emotion. His face is covered in his tears and he can't seem to stop himself as his hands are still kind of clutching at Ash's bloodied body, and he's grabbing at his hands, and that's when he notices the paper, and I am guessing he smears blood on it, but he still takes the note.
On this note, you see it's for you.
That motherfucker.
It says,
Ash knew.
it says, Dream. There's something bigger in play. I'm better in the 9 hells doing work than I am on the mortal plane. Trust me. Ash.
You stupid motherfucker. Why the fuck? And he just crumbles the note in his hand. He can't bring himself to leave his brother's side as his body still lays there lifeless, but he knows that Ash is far gone now. Is there any sign of the devil still? He just disappeared?
From what you take of how it looked, he teleported away.
Dream is he's just kind of like he's kind of just awestruck as he has his brother in his arms, and he's gonna try to scoop him up to take him with him. He doesn't want to leave him there.
Okay. The rest of you, as you are sitting there listening to this, Dream walks out with his brother in his arms. covered in
Dream
blood
looks at them.
and limp.
Dream's gonna look at them all, and he goes, "I'm going to kill that fucking devil if it's the last thing I do." And he's gonna just kind of walk past them with Ash in his arms. And he's gonna go try to find a spot where he can rest.
Yeah, so you guys do have like tavern rooms, so you can make your way back to the tavern if you'd like. Does anybody try to stop Dream or
Oberlin follows.
all right?
She doesn't say anything yet because she doesn't really have the words for it. But she is going to look at Elias and say, "Help Dream carry him." Dream
Elias
hears this, and he just kind of like hugs his brother close to his chest, like territorially, as he kind of looks at them.
We're not going to take him away from you.
Ash belongs with me. You can come, but he stays with me.
Oberlin just nods and follows after him.
So, Dream would like to try to find, like a river or some like a shady area, like a rest area. Is there any like river nearby?
There is. There is a river that creates the border of Morganthe along all of the countries it borders. And the city is on the border of Morganthe and Valoiri, so it runs straight through the
Okay.
center of the city.
Okay, so he's going to try to find an area, secluded area, nice area by the river that runs through both places where him and Ash have traveled throughout their years. And he's going to head that way. And once they get there, is Elias and Oberlin still with him?
Yes.
Yeah. Elias will be there as long as Oberlin is.
Okay.
Can
So
I be there too?
Everybody can be there if they would like.
Because like
so everyone is there with him at the river, and he's still, his clothes at this point are drenched in his brother's blood, but he still can't. He's still trying to wrap his mind around it, but he knows what needs to be done. And he kind of like looks at everyone. He's like, "Can you help me dig a hole, please?"
Oberlin will just step forward and cast mold earth and just instantly excavate a grave.
Dream kind of nods at her and thanks, and it's really hard for him to do that. But at this moment, nothing really matters besides his brother, now in his arms. So he's going to kneel down, and he's going to slowly lower Ash to the ground, and he's going to brush the hair back away from his face, and he winces as the blood still stuck to his hands kind of mars his brother's silver hair. And without looking at everyone, he's going to say, when we were younger, we didn't have much place to stay, so we would often find a place down by the river, stay for a couple of nights. And Ash, he kind of clears his throat. Ash would always talk about one day wanting to find a cabin so we could stay there away from everything, and we wouldn't have to travel so much anymore. He kind of closes his eyes for a second, and he pulls his hand away from his brother, and he takes his brother's hand with the note still crumpled in it, and he puts his brother's hand over his brother's chest as the He's crossing his arms.
Um,
He's like,
do you physically touch his chest?
I do, yes.
Can you give me an Arcana check, please?
I sure will. We got ourselves a 4.
A 4?
Mm-hmm, yeah,
Um,
I know.
even with a 4, you get a sense. You don't get an exact message. It wasn't. You're not versed enough in the Arcana to really have gotten a message, but something in your chest tells you that your brother knew this was going to happen.
Mm.
That it's a charge of his to be where he is right now.
And Dream, already having suspected with the way the note was written, he just lets out a long sigh. He's like, my brother, as much as I don't want to admit it, knows what he's doing. And he knew this is where he was headed. And the least I can do is leave him where he always wanted to be. And he looks back at his brother, and he hates him and he loves him and he wants to bring him back despite everything his brother told him. But if there's one thing that him and his brother had, it was trust. So he's going to just lean down and kiss his brother on his forehead once. And with that, he's going to begin to bring him to his grave. And he kind of looks up, although he's avoiding everybody's eyes, and he's silently asking for their help.
Anybody who is going to help bury him, give me a Arcana check.
Arcana coming up.
You got it. I got a 19.
A 19.
Yes.
Opalyn, what did you get?
1 second. I'm looking for it. There we go. It also got a 19.
Cool. That makes it even easier. On a 19, you both get a surge of magic from something underneath his shirt on his chest. Almost a beckoning type magic.
I think Rihanna's gonna look at Opalyn and just kind of wait for to see if she notices it, and then based on what her reaction is, she'll say,
Go ahead.
"Oh no, go ahead."
I was just gonna say that Opalyn look back at Rihanna and just nod slightly.
Okay. Rihanna's gonna look to Dream and say, "Dream, is your brother wearing any kind of jewelry?"
Is he wearing any kind of jewelry?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he points at his right hand because that ring on his hand was given to him a long time ago. If that's what you mean.
Can I inspect the ring?
Yeah.
Okay. So, would that be investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's
He
gonna
also
be.
has-
Go ahead.
Oh, he also has a necklace on. like on his chest.
Okay. I got a 18 on investigation.
Yeah, this ring looks somewhat. I don't think you've ever actually no, you have seen a ring like this. This ring sort of emulates the ring you know your teacher to wear. Except instead of a green jewel, it has a black one in it.
Huh. Interesting.
You know these rings to be worn by those who are in close regards to the gods.
Dream, can I take your brother's ring off of him?
Dream does a sharp intake of breath, and he kind of narrows his eyes before a moment passes in his shoulder slump, and he nods in resolution. Go ahead.
Okay. Riona's going to remove the ring, and then she's going to put it in her bag to keep it safe.
Can Opalyn tell if the ring was the source of the magic, or if it's still there?
With your 19 arcanas, you can tell that the magic is still there. The ring was not the source of it.
Opalyn is going to look to Dream and ask permission to not take, but just inspect the necklace.
Dream nods, and he reaches forward, shaking hands, and he undoes the top two buttons of his brother's shirt to kind of expose his chest where the necklace lie.
Dream, as you undo the buttons on on his shirt, the necklace glows even more with a white light that has a black outer rim to it. As you back away from it, the glow dulls.
So, Dream stops and is hesitant. Can he experiment by moving closer again?
You want to move closer again, Dream?
Yeah, to see what happens with the light on his chest.
It glows brighter.
With still shaking hands, and Dream is going to reach his right hand out and place it towards the light.
The closer you get to the pendant, the brighter the light is.
What happens when Dream touches it? He's going to reach out and delicately.
Give me a religion check. This is an extremely low DC.
Got a 13.
13? You needed a 7 to pass this. As you touch this pendant, you are absorbed into a world of trees that have low dangling branches and purple flowers that seem to glow on them. Though this place is dark, it seems to have a light to it. You see a person standing there before you with a smile upon their face. They open their arms to you and say, "My child, though you are not mine by biology, you are one of those allocated to me, as your
Who are
brother
you?
was." You may know me as the Dark One, the parent of shadows, or death themselves in this moment. But you may call me Kaisis.
So you're the one who took my brother away.
I am not the one that took your brother away.
But you knew it was going to happen.
I did not know it was going to happen in that way.
Mhm.
On my memory, your brother had a very, very long life ahead of him. Though you know how your brother is, just like you,
Motherfucker.
gets into things and finds things and needs a way to finish them. These skirmishers are not a good force in the world. I'm sure you and your friends know that.
Mm, I have an idea.
Though they have not offered it yet, I beg you to take your brother's pendant and follow your friends on their journey, as I am putting my trust in you to do great for this world, though it has not treated you nor your brother greatly.
Did I put my trust in you after everything?
I do not need your trust in return. Trust is earned, not expected.
Inkra nods his head.
I hope I can earn your trust one day the way that I earned your brother's. But, sorrow of dreams, you have something special in you, just like all of those you have surrounded yourself with. They may have a pendant that was made by the government and the counseling city to please us. But I would like your brother's holy symbol, the pendant he wears around his neck, to be yours as a sign of my approval for the Great Awakening.
I'm taking this pendant. Will I find the devil that did this to Ash?
Stay with your friends and you may.
Dream takes the pendant.
This will not be the last
Okay.
you hear from me, my child.
Wish I
Also,
could say I was looking forward to it.
if you could, give a message for me.
His ears perk up as he's listening.
To my niece. Tell her we have an impending conversation coming. And I cannot wait to welcome her into my realm to talk about it.
Your niece. One of the people I travel with?
Sorry, you may know her as Riona.
Yeah. The tall am.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, okay. I'll let her know you send her love.
I do. I send all of your friends love, for you all have a hard journey ahead of yourselves.
Mm.
There are...
The hard part already seems like it's happened.
Oh, there are many different ways that this journey can go. But...
I have one question.
yes,
Can you talk to Ash?
absolutely.
Can you give him a message from me?
Do you want me to curse out your brother for not telling you his plan?
Yes!
I will do that,
Thank
my
you.
child.
Thank you.
But no, his spirit is safe as long as I have eyes on him.
Okay.
Not even the devils
And
of the 9 hells can stop that.
Then if as long as you can promise me that, I'll work with you. And tell Ash that I'll miss him, you know?
Oh, I've given him a little special ability, so you won't be missing him for long. And they snap their fingers, and you're back in your body,
He just
holding
kind of like
the pendant.
his head snaps up, and he's like confused. He doesn't know if he like hallucinated that, and he looks around at everybody. And his eyes seek out Rihanna, and he kind of cocks his head. And he goes, "I think I met one of your family members. This weird ass time."
Sorry.
Good to know someone's looking out for you. And he relays kind of quickly back what had happened. At least what happened with her, with the god. And he kind of briefly explains, like, I guess I'll be traveling with you guys now. I'm gonna find that fucking devil because that's the last thing I do. So, he takes the pendant around that was given to him, and he kind of like hesitantly clasps it around his own neck.
You feel a warm light go over you, and now have this creeping suspicion that somebody is smiling down at you for most of the time when you're paying attention to it.
I just
me.
picture the baby son from Teletubbies. Oh, it's Gulliver.
Yeah, you turn around and Caliber's just smiling down at you.
Dream wants to smile back, but he's literally got his brother's blood. He's like
God,
tries to smile back, then realizes.
not the time.
Yeah, no.
Is there anything you all would like to do before heading back to the tavern for the night?
We give
I have
this guy,
something.
Like, funeral rites.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a holy man and a holy woman in your company.
Oh, and me.
Well, yeah, and a ghost.
Yeah, I've died before. I know what it's like.
Were you
I've
there
tried
in
to
your own
die.
eulogy?
But yeah, you guys may give him funeral rites and have a small ceremony for him.
What is this, like a Viking funeral? Or is he just being buried?
Well, yeah, you guys buried
Okay.
him.
Okay.
While you guys are giving the funeral rites, Elias finds a stone, and a larger stone, and etches a name into it and places it at the head of where he was buried. Out of respect.
Dream.
And he looks at you, Dream, and goes, I don't expect the loss of a brother to be easy, but hopefully gaining you into our little crazy group will make that better for you.
He kind of like straightens up and he tries to compose himself after losing his shit in front of all these people he doesn't still getting to know. He goes, I don't see it getting better right now, but thanks. Thanks. And he means that as he looks at everybody who helped him give his brother the proper funeral that he deserves. And he's gonna quickly look around or the grassed area and see he spots a 4-leaf clover. He picks it up and he walks it over and he puts it gently on top of Dream's grave, or Ash's grave, his own grave. He goes, till we meet again.
As the resident emotional support fox, Averin approaches Dream and sits next to him, leans his weight against his leg, and gives a couple of encouraging licks to the back of his hand.
Like the backs of Dream's eyes definitely tear up at that, and he like reaches his hand down to kind of pet at his ears, and it does help. But his hands are still bloody, so he's gonna get a little blood on Averin's pretty fur.
He's a fox, he doesn't mind.
Can you permission to pick up Averin now that he doesn't have his brother in his arms?
Permission granted.
Okay. He's gonna snuggle Averin for a little bit.
Alrighty. Would anybody else like to do anything to comfort our friend, or would we like to make our
I'll
way
give it a
back?
shot.
Okay.
I just want to say to Dream, as long as you remember your brother, he'll never really die, at least in some way. So just keep his memories alive, and in a way, he'll be alive.
Don't worry, that motherfucker's gonna hunt me somehow.
And
Can't get rid of him that easy.
I want to smack you on the ass.
Dream like his heart's not completely in it right now because of everything that happened, but he like gives him a gentle smack on his ass back. He goes, "Thanks. I look forward to it."
Elias smacks Rainer on the ass. Are we smacking each other's ass now? Is
They're
this
all
what we're
smacking each
doing?
other's ass. Yeah.
Pat
Rainer-
Averin's ass gently, he is just a small fox, please.
Rainer's gonna look at Elias like, this is a funeral. Show some sort of class. Come on.
Elias is like what? Like that? Okay, I'm in the wrong. I get it. I will go prepare everybody's rooms back at the tavern. I will see you back there.
Dry out. He's
Elias,
still high on
jeez,
that,
oh my
that
God.
liquid lightning. He needs to dry out.
Also, Dream, if you want liquid lightning, Riona has a can of it as he starts running back to the tavern.
Dream like puts his gaze. He goes. My brother just died. Give me the fucking can lightning, please. And he holds his hand out, and he raises his eyebrows.
She's like, only because your brother died. And she pulls out one of the bottles that she
Please.
stuck it in.
Not two of them, please.
Okay, so he's gonna drink it.
No.
Automatic. He's just gonna chug it back. Just knock it the fuck back like it's.
Oh,
shot.
no, you're not supposed to drink all of it.
Oh,
You knock the whole can back.
Oh, every single ounce, baby.
Oh.
Pour one for the homies.
He pours like a little bit out on like next to Ash's grave, just a little bit. But for the
As
most part, all of
you
it.
finish,
Can Oberlin try to smack it out of his hand before he can finish it?
let's do an opposed. Let's make that a dex check.
Okay. So me too.
Yes.
This is gonna go horribly wrong.
So
Oh,
bad.
horribly right.
No.
Horribly right. 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Nineteen.
19.
19.
You are able to successfully smack it out of Dream's hand.
Fuck! Can I have like 2 minutes, bro?
Look, you don't know what that stuff's like. You don't know what's in it. You got some of it. You would not survive the whole thing.
Maybe that was the plan.
You
No.
Dream, you feel a little bit of this is like, how do I explain this? It feels like you drank like 3 energy drinks, like for a real life, for like an IRL connection to it. Like the amount that you had feels like you drank 3 energy
Like a-
drinks,
Like a 4 Loco.
like your Zoomies level.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
I'm like, oh, I've got the zoomies.
but
Yeah.
Opalin, as you smack the can out of Dream's hand, you realize you all just let Elias run off by himself.
Can Dream chase after him first because he's got the zoomies?
Oh yeah, you could chase after him. He's quite a bit ahead.
First.
He's quite a bit ahead. He's a monk and has 40 feet of speed. So
Oakland also has 40 feet. But she's just gonna be like, "Oh god damn it, he's gonna buy more," and then just take off.
Oh fuck, he's a
Awesome. Opalyn, if you could roll me a d6 and tell me what you get.
Oh no. A 5.
A 5.
Mhm.
He was only like 10 feet ahead of you. As you were running, you're able to catch him and stop him.
Where are you going?
Huh?
Where are you going?
Back to the tavern, like I said.
To
As he's like clutching his pouch of gold.
give me it.
Who knows I wasn't gonna buy a cake for you guys.
He doesn't buy cakes, he makes them.
Precisely.
This story
Okay, I was
sells.
gonna buy liquid lightning. You caught me. Here.
Oakland snatches his bag of gold out of his hand.
He kind of looks like a kicked puppy being yelled at.
I swear to God, I will get my hands on liquid lightning.
It is
Need more of it.
all over Valoiri.
Are there
So-
other energy drinks like liquid lightning, but not liquid lightning?
Maybe.
There's liquid
Like,
lightning
like
red.
is there like living fire or something? Or
Living
Maybe.
fire.
You gotta search. Maybe the next time you run into Gruddy, you may be able to find some.
I want
Oh,
like
gosh.
a back alley
Gatorade
Coke
glacial ice.
Yes.
We're gonna make some in the toilet of a prison.
This thing is basically the cactus juice from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
Oh my
yes.
god, yes.
So with
And
that,
mushroom, it's friendly.
yes. So with that, I take it everybody goes back to the tavern. And you all rest for the night. You may take a long rest.
Oakland stays with Elias throughout the night
Wow.
to make
Not
sure.
nothing.
She's gonna
Elias is actually going to tie himself to the bedpost so that he doesn't leave, so you can sleep.
God, Elias is kinky. He can tie himself like that.
Yep.
My
Ah.
I wonder if
goodness.
you could teach us how to do that.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who thought that.
Who knows? Perhaps Rainer and Riona could use some lessons.
In the middle of the night, I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you all get a long rest. You are all now level 8.
Yay!
Woo!
Officially.
Yeah.
And you guys wake up in the morning, and Elias is untied. He is back to normal. Opalyn, he wakes you up, and he goes, "We should catch an airship to our next destination."
How are you feeling?
Embarrassed. That is all I will say about it. We can talk about it later. And he goes to make sure everybody else is up. He knocks on. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see whose room he knocks on first. He knocks on. It's Caliver and Rainer sharing a room, Riona, and then Dream and Avran. Right?
Wait, who am I sharing a room with?
It was
Avran
Caliver and Rainer, I think, was the room.
Yeah, I thought Riona and Raina were sharing a room. And then I have.
Or then you were
Abraham
with-
and Dream.
Yes, so that is correct.
We're gonna burn that building down together.
AKA slumber party for all ages.
Because Elias
Slumber party.
originally had his own room. Forgot about that.
Everyone definitely served the night as a stuffed animal.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So
You were the pillow we fought with.
with that, I rolled a 2. He knocks on Rainer and Riona's room first.
Who does?
Elias. He's going around to like everybody's room and making sure they're awake. Rainer, Riona, are you two awake?
Rihanna definitely is. I don't think she slept very well.
Rainer too.
We should all get ready. I think there's an airship leaving soon, and we should really get to our next destination. Not to hurry you, but you do have your names to spread around Valoiri.
You got it. Just be a few minutes.
Also,
Right,
I
okay.
apologize for yesterday with the liquid lightning. It'll never happen again. And then you just hear
Whatever.
quick footsteps away.
Rainer's gonna say that's a lie.
Yeah, I need to dump that.
Oh
Rainer
yeah,
will
I
start
forgot
packing
you
stuff
bought
up.
multiple.
Yeah, I was given them, so I still have one that I was hoping to use. Probably as a Molotov cocktail is my goal.
Oh, I
Is it
forgot about
alcohol
that.
based? I don't even know.
No, but I will make it alcohol based.
Good old 5-hour energy.
And then he goes to Dream and Caliber's room and knocks on the door. Are you two awake?
Yes, I'm
Wait,
sure.
Wait, Dream. We
Yes.
talked about this. We're gonna spook him.
Okay. You're right.
Yes. The
I'll
door's
hide-
going to eerily creak open into an unlit room.
Caliver, I know you're a ghost. This is quite fitting. I just wanted to make sure you two were awake.
Averin starts growling for atmospheric purposes.
Good. I cast light, but I'm making it flicker.
Dream starts he's hiding behind the door, and
It's,
he's kind of like he's making weird scratchy noises on the wall from his hiding spot.
They had one night and they've made a haunted house.
Me.
The team we never knew we needed.
Elias.
I'll be waiting downstairs. We have to catch the airship. I'll be waiting downstairs, and he runs away from the door.
Avenge me, Elias.
Yeah, he ran away from the door.
It's the ghost of Christmas past, Elias.
So Elias will be waiting downstairs for you all with he has the airship tickets already, and everything. He bought one of the fancy ones that gives you food and drink. It's about a 2 days journey to the next stop. So is there? Would you guys? I know Rainer, you probably want to do your morning ritual.
I do it twice.
I want to help you. Can we do it together?
Sure.
Averin's gonna be there to drink the water.
Just lap it off the floor.
You kind of give me perception checks, both of you, as you do that.
So we pour the water.
Oof, 13.
19?
19. Even a 13's enough to hear this. You kind of hear from the back. You hear hold me back! They're pouring the water on the ground again.
We're job creators.
Charlie is currently fighting against somebody to come out and give you guys a piece of his mind.
Rainer poured one out, and then the second one he pours it even slower.
Tell him to get out of my tavern!
Averin's laying on his back with his mouth open, just catching the water in his mouth.
I can't be mad because that's kind of cute, but the first one that got on the floor, I'm angry about it. And Elias just kind of looks at you guys and is like, "Is everybody ready? I have the tickets for the airship. Just so you all know, it's about a 2-day ride. I did get us, basically first class. We will be in a part of the ship that nobody else will be in. Yes, so if you are all ready, you may follow me. I know where the airship port is. We can stop at Barry's Apothecary to drop off the ruby.
And pick up our stuff.
And pick up your stuff. The airship leaves in about 45 minutes. It's about a 20-minute walk there, but Barry's is on the way. and he just kind of like waits for you guys to let him know that you're ready to go.
I'm good.
Dream is ready. I also want to point out that he had to shower because of all the blood, and he didn't have any extra clothes besides the fucking merch T-shirt that he has with Calibur's face on it. So that's his new fit.
We love to see it.
Love
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
Iconic. That's what Ash would have wanted.
Yeah. He
Just a t-shirt, no pants.
no, he's got pants.
Listen, no
It's like a shirt dress.
optional.
It's like a shirt dress. It's like a tunic situation. He kind of like wrapped a rope around it, so it looks fashionable. It's fine.
Oh, damn.
You can breathe in it.
Perfect for the desert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Easy breezy.
Beautiful.
Cover girl.
Yeah.
Awesome. Beautiful.
It's Maybelline.
So oh Jesus. Yeah, so Elias like kind of takes check of that, and he's like, will my clothes fit him? But then is like, I don't know, I don't want to push, and he makes the robe work, I might as well let him wear it. And then starts leading you guys to Barry's apothecary. As you get there, looks the same as it did the day before. And Barry is kind of sitting on her counter, cross-legged, reading a book as you guys walk in. And she just kind of goes, you guys are back. Did you guys handle the skirmishers, or are they still around?
Situation's been taken care of.
We have your
Oh.
ruby.
Oh, thank you so much. Everything that you guys needed yesterday is on the house. And you can have like 3 more potions off the wall each.
Do you have any of that lightning stuff?
Shut up.
Sir, I can do one better. I have actual potions of haste.
Oh.
Not those mediocre recreations.
It's liquid lightning 0.
Oh, without all the added calories.
No added sugar.
Oh God.
Free.
I would like that one, please.
Yeah, so she has like potions of haste, potions of truth, all of the types of healing potions. You guys can each take 3 of your pick.
Take 3 healing.
Cool. What level? Because she
What's
only
the highest level you got?
I believe superior is the highest. And she only has 3 of those in stock.
I'll take one of those and then take some lesser levels.
Cool. She has greater and then regular healing.
Alright, so 1 superior and 2 greater.
Okay.
Rainer is going to take 1 superior and 2 haste potions.
Cool.
Oh, shit. Oh.
And then you guys also can mark down that you have all the stuff that you wanted from the day before. I think Caliver had the songbook.
Yes, I already marked that. I will find out what that does.
Yes.
For the
Tracking or anything? Sorry, go ahead, Liz.
No, I was going to say, for the potions, Upland's going to take 1 of haste, 1 of truth, and the 3rd, superior. Yeah.
Okay, superior is out. There's Rainer, you took 2 haste.
Yep.
There's 1 more haste potion available and 4 more truth potions available.
Dream would like 1 haste, 1 truth. And what else is left? Just those?
Then there is 2 more greater healing, and there's 1 potion of invisibility and a potion of armor, which is just like a potion of mage armor.
Actually,
You'd like
could
to take
Raynor-
the.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Haste, truth, and invisibility for Dream.
I'll switch out the haste ones for greater healing, actually.
Okay. So you have 1 superior and 2 greater.
Correct.
Caliver, would you like any potions?
Just like any potion.
So there are no more superior available. There is no more greater. There's regular healing potions. There's 2 more haste now that Raynor swapped out his haste ones for greater. And then there are a couple more truth potions. And then 1 of armor, which is like a mage armor potion.
I guess I'll take the mage armor potion. How much does it cost?
It's on the house. She's giving you guys these potions for
Oh, for getting the ruby.
getting the ruby. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the mage armor potion.
Cool. Even though Avran is a fox, would Avran like any of these potions?
Avran has gotten into the ingredients and he's chewing on something he shouldn't. Doesn't do anything harmful, but it did turn his fur purple.
Aww.
Ah, no! You don't eat that! And Barry just kind of like walks over and picks you up and like hands you to Opalin.
I have to eat what you were eating.
That won't
Is that holding Averin?
that won't hurt them, but please keep your fox out of my ingredients. Those are hard to find.
Great color for you.
Averin chitters as a thank you for the compliment.
But yes, if I shall not keep you all, if you all have somewhere to be, I do accept orders through Postumus Maximus. If you ever want certain potions, we can arrange that, as he is the mailman of around the world. But I must take these to the back, as she picks up her ingredients and walks to the back of the store.
Do I just get one of the potions of mage armor?
There was only 1 mage armor potion.
Right, okay, good. I'm just adding it to my inventory now.
Yep. So if you guys are done at Barry's, Elias will lead you guys to the airship port. It's about 15 minutes to your airship leaving. It is boarding. You guys get on. You're in, like, it kind of reminds you of the one you rode to Selene, except there are way more people in the back of it, and it's not just you guys on there, but you are the only ones in the front section.
Class.
I am first class.
Yes.
Uh,
Up in the sky.
Who wants to be a seat for the fox?
I don't know if Oakland ever
Everyone.
put Averin down.
Aw.
It's always very cool. Unless you want a warm lap, you'd have to ask somebody else.
Yeah. Elias did buy a seat for Avaran, even though he does stay in fox form.
Please. I hope it's a booster
Dream's
seat.
always down too. Oh, little booster.
I hope it's a
Um,
booster seat.
So if Avaran does want his own seat, he does have one.
Averin just wants to be cuddled.
Dream will cuddle him again
Cool.
because emotional support.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Oakland will
So
hand Averin over to Dream.
as you guys are sitting there, you all buckle in. And the captain comes over the speakers and announces that they are preparing for takeoff. And you feel the ship beginning to rise and enter the sky. Now, you guys do have 2 days of downtime while on this ship. Is there anything you would like to do while on the ship?
There are other passengers.
There are other passengers in the back sections. This is like a secluded front section.
Is it like an airship? Like it's got like a lounge.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like in a secluded first class lounge.
So it's like a Zeppelin situation?
Yes, but it's like a pirate ship, but instead of sails, it has like a big blimp balloon,
Okay.
and it runs on arcane engines that allow it to fly.
Because it couldn't before.
No, it only floated. But this allows it to like move faster. Um, so, is there anything you guys would like to do? Any kind of conversations, downtime talk, or would you like to time skip to Chandra, the next city?
No, I think Raynor's gonna look for Riona
I'm listening.
to have a chat.
Go ahead.
Yeah. She definitely wasn't far. She's
I hate you when how you look, Derek.
Elias totally didn't seat everybody else so that he could leave the last 2 seats for you guys.
naturally. Yeah, I think Riona's just kind of sitting there, like she's been kind of quiet the last couple hours, just leading from like that fight to this. She's just been kind of a little unusually quiet, I think, and it's nothing to do with like. I think it's more so just her. So, I think when he comes over, she's definitely seems to light up a little bit. Like she seems a little bit happier, and I think she'll give him a smile and say, "Hey,
Hey, Riona. Good to find a little bit of time to talk with you.
yeah,
I
no,
know
I
it's
don't.
been kind of hectic with everything.
I don't mind." Rainer, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have left you. I shouldn't have left in that fight.
To be honest, that
should've-
fight was subpar at best. I never thought we would actually fail in getting Dream and his brother reunited.
It didn't sound like that was our fault.
We're supposed to be becoming gods, Riona.
I know, but we're still human right now, or at least I don't. Is that the term we use?
Humanoid, I guess.
But we can't predict everything. We can't see everything. But the things we can help. I shouldn't have left. I was so worried about helping everyone else, and I'm down again. And she just stops herself and covers her mouth because she's afraid she's going to start crying.
Raynor's gonna grab her hand and kind of like give it a squeeze, kind of thing.
She's gonna
I
space
was gonna
back.
say, I know that your heart is in the right place when you want to help everyone, but it's not always the best idea to just fly into battle without any backup.
And it's not a good idea to leave your backup either.
That's true. Although it was impressive seeing you basically teleport to another story.
I don't know why I thought you'd be right behind me.
Now, unfortunately, I'm not the biggest user of magic. All I have
No.
is the language of the runes, and that's it.
I mean, with Giant's Might, you're almost as tall as the window. Almost.
Fair.
I don't know. I was just so worried. If we're gonna get through this together, then we're gonna have to work together.
I agree. And actually, in that sense, you mentioned that you were trained as a paladin, correct?
Mm-hmm. I was.
Do you think you can help me to also gain some paladin skills?
You want me to teach you? As
If you would.
I would be honored.
I also think that we need to practice with each other so that we are more in sync as well in combat.
Yeah, I agree. I was kind of thinking that too, especially after what happened. I was hoping we could have talked about this sooner, but after what happened with Ash, it didn't feel right.
I agree. Honestly, after that whole funeral was it was tough to even think about anything else. It seems that our little party has a lot of people who have gone through tremendous loss.
Isn't that they say about heroes? You know, can't have one without a tragedy.
It's sad that that is possibly true.
That doesn't mean the ending has to be bad. Or the middle. You've definitely made it better for me.
And you to me as well.
You know, I'm really impressed that you've been able to take care of our little egg during battle. That was definitely a feat.
I will never let anything happen with this egg.
Good. Good.
Even though it was touch and go, though. Rainer inspects his body to like pointing out the bite marks from the fucking bullet.
I think Rihanna's gonna place her hand on one of them and be like, "We really need to stick together. If you're gonna try to get eaten, and I'm gonna get down, you gotta do something about that."
I agree. And then Rainer's kind of like gonna pull her in for like a hug or cuddle kind of thing.
Oh. Yeah, she definitely returns it and just kind of stays there.
I love this so much. Is anybody else talking to anybody else? As much as I love this, I want to give everybody a chance to talk.
Love the response. Is Averin with me or with Opalyn?
You all are sitting like by each other, and
Everyone has a hand on the fox.
I believe it's at the point where you can walk around the lounge. I don't know whether Riona and Raynor got up to walk and talk, or if they are just sitting there having this conversation in front of all of you.
I imagine we were sitting, but I would think we were trying to be quiet so as not to involve the rest of the party.
Okay.
Yeah, just
So
so
they're
That's
all
fine.
like listening in. Then is what you're saying? They're all eavesdropping on them.
Oh yeah. Then you can. If I mean, it's
If Oakland noticed that they were trying to be quiet, she probably would have just been like, not say anything, but like get up and then like go to the rooftop of the airship to give them like space.
Elias is definitely listening. I'm not even gonna hide that from you guys. He's definitely listening. He's not looking at you guys, but like he has like an ear turned to y'all.
You see just a giant smile on him.
Aw.
Yeah, he feels like he had a hand in this, so he's proud of himself.
Dream's actually not listening. He's kind of taking this moment to kind of like decompress and
Yeah.
like let
So-
the Visay drop. Yeah.
I
Just
believe
closing his eyes.
I believe Avaran is on your lap.
Okay.
Stand up really quick.
hmm What's up?
I think he said just stand up really
Oh.
quick.
Oh,
No. Actually, Dream is going to kind of. He's slowly like kind of like petting Avram, but it's like absent-minded, and he's like, I think Ash would have liked you. He liked soft things, and he looks down at the fox, and he's like, "Do you have siblings?"
As Avaran has stepped away for a second, really quick, I believe, in the honesty of how Avaran would act, I think Avaran just kind of
Moves around.
looks at you and kind of chitters. As from my experience with him, he does not talk very often.
Dream kind of smiles and he kind of like nods, but it's bittersweet. He goes, I hope you keep in contact with them for as long as you can. And he just kind of closes his eyes back and he kind of flattens his ears back to his head so he can tune everybody out. And if hopefully he has a window seat. Does he have a window seat?
He does. Elias
the
gave him
roll.
a window seat.
He just kind of leans his body against it and rests his head against it.
Opalyn, you went up to the open air portion of the ship.
Yep.
If you would be so kind as to give me... Or actually, are you staying near the middle or are you looking over the edge?
She's really looking over the edge.
Give me a perception check.
$17 plus 7.
Okay. You didn't really need much because you're looking over like the entirety of the country and the sky. But you see, even more so now than you did in Selene, you see the dunes of the desert country of Valoiri, the black and red sands dancing over dunes and dips in the earth, and how you can see why Selene is called the City of the Sandy Sea, because though it's not water, it feels almost homey to you as you live in the ocean, and the dunes kind of replicate waves, but they're waves of land rather than water. Though far in the distance, but not impossibly far where you can't see it, you see a towering city on top of a very tall sand dune. Give me a raw intelligence check.
Oh, Wayne's not good with that. Huh! 19!
19.
18
You,
plus 1.
in school, learned about the countries of the continent. You know that Valoiri only has one mountain, and it is the tallest sand dune in the country. And atop that sand dune is the city of Chandra, better known as the Moon of the Desert. You are within range to see the next stop, though it is very far away. But you can see the glistening lights of the crystalline buildings in this city. And you feel on the wind something whispering to you. If you would like, you could give me a nature or arcana check.
$14 for either. They're both a +1.
Okay. On a 14, you hear a voice in your ear. The sands may tell stories, and you may believe them. But be careful. You may be mystified by them and tricked. But in mystics and tricks, your friends will be your hope, is what the voice says. And that feeling of something whispering to you disappears after that.
Oblin is going to turn around really quick and just be like, who the hell? And like kind of panic look around.
No one is there.
Great, I'm hearing voices now. Wonderful. Just wonderful.
And with that, I will cut to Caliver. Caliver, what are you doing on this lovely ride?
I think I'd probably be in like the crowds of the coach,
Okay.
trying to get them all to like sing along to some song.
Okay. Give me a performance check or persuasion check. Whichever you would like.
You know I gotta roll that performance whenever I can.
The party in the USA.
It's a 15.
A 15? Yeah, you got some people singing along. Not as many as you're used to in the taverns. But, yeah, you got a lot of people singing along with you and smiling. But there, you see there's this one grumpy man just looking at you like, why are you singing on my airship ride? I want peace and quiet.
I'm gonna tailor the next song to this guy.
Sound of silence.
This song is called Peace and Quiet, and then you just start screaming.
It's like a screamo death metal song.
You see that
It's
he...
called Peace and Quiet.
You see that he smiles a bit and goes, you know what? You're alright, Ghosty. And then goes to sleep.
Oh god, I hope he didn't go to sleep forever.
What a champ.
You can roll me a performance check for that peace and quiet metal song.
You know what? It was a 13.
13. You got a couple more people singing along with you. There's like a 5-year-old that's like screaming at the top of his lungs,
Yeah, this kid gets it.
like random noises because he doesn't really know the words of the song. But having the time of
now-
his life.
Now we got to start a wave.
He's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah, a little confused, but you got the spirit. You want to start a wave?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check for that.
Or everybody like stomp their feet or something. You know, it's just some unison action.
Yep.
You want a persuasion?
Yep.
16.
16?
Oh, those mid-teens.
You get like you get like the right side of the airship to do a wave, and the other side is stomping their feet, but they're like confused because like they're like, wait, we were supposed to do the same thing.
No, this is perfect. Now alternating.
You see now like every other person in a seat is either doing a wave or stomping their feet.
Yes. It's beautiful.
You hear the captain come over the speaker and go, "Can everybody stop stomping? It is messing up the steadiness of the boat.
Now everybody throw all your weight to the left side of the ship.
Please." Nobody does that. No matter what you roll, nobody will do that. Except for that 5-year-old who throws himself full force at the seat next to him.
Hell yeah, kid.
Cool. Get a little concert party going in the coach. We will time skip to the next day, as you guys are on the second half of this journey and closing in on Chandra. You get a nice little wake up of the window opening in your lounge. And you see the beautiful city of Chandra about a 5 to 10 minute flight away from you. What would you like to do? Breakfast is served. There is drinks. You have the option of like mimosas like you did on the last airship, or any kind of drink you would like to order.
I'd like a glass of water.
I would like one too.
Elias tells the server to bring 3 glasses of water,
And a bowl, please.
and a bowl, and gives 2 of the glasses to Raynor and 1 to Caliber.
I think we know what's happening.
Pour them out. Let's do
pour
it.
'em out.
I want to lock eyes with Caliber as we pour the drinks out.
I give you like a little nod.
Avron's there, laying on his back, ready.
Ready to receive.
Yeah, so you
Holy
pour
water.
your water out. Nobody really reacts.
They're finally used to it. Yay!
Good. We
Uh,
normalized it. We've done it.
Soon we'll have everyone pouring one out.
It's a tradition now.
is there anything you guys would like to do besides the water in the last 5 to 10 minutes of this flight?
I think Riona's gonna check her sheet.
Yeah. As you check your sheet, you see that both Farius and Morganthi are completely checked off.
I think
So-
she's gonna be like, "Hey guys, don't forget to check your sheets."
Raynor has mine.
I checked both mine and Opalin's checklist.
Both of you have both Farius and Morganthi checked off.
Well, Opalin already had Morganthi checked off, right?
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dream, you feel something form in your pocket.
He's kind of catnapping, so he kind of like flickers his eyes open at the tickling, I guess, and he slaps his chest, thinking it's like a bug or something, but then feels the paper crumple. So he reaches into his shirt and feels the paper, In confusion, he looks at it.
You look at it. It has your name on the top in script, and it has 2 items for each of the countries. Your name is checked off in Morganthi and checked off in Farius. But the Farius check is in a blue color, where Morganthi is in black, like the rest of the ink.
He's like confused, and he kind of looks at whoever's nearest him. He goes, "The hell is this?"
Oh, that's your god checklist.
Like, so what does the different colors mean then?
It's a checklist of all the places we need to go to spread our name.
Oh, so is the blue where I need to go next?
Why is it blue?
Yours isn't blue? Why is mine blue?
Could that
Can I do like a
You can-
Arcana
So
check?
you can insight check the paper. We insight check
Okay.
the paper.
You got it.
Am I misremembering? Were they colored before?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, 22
Oh.
insight.
All of yours was at 22.
Yeah.
You take that the reason it's blue is because most people in Farius know you by a different name. You and your brother
Mm.
went by aliases in Farius working, not
Okay.
by your actual names. So you're known. You're just not known by your name.
I think I need to go back.
But you're seeing the gods are allowing it to count. Otherwise, the check
Okay.
would not be there.
Okay.
Uh,
They're allowing this exception.
Yeah, and with that insight and looking at it, you feel a little pulse from the holy symbol on your chest. That was
Again, he slaps his
ashes.
chest like he's been bitten by a mosquito.
Oh fuck, the mosquitoes exist in this world.
They do.
Oh, God.
They do, my friend. They do exist.
Fuck.
Pour one out for Nikki.
disgusting?
Quickly
Is-
scale.
Is while you guys are all looking at your list, is there anything else that you guys would like to do besides checking your list and checking
Well,
it twice?
I think it's worth noting that Averin ate his list in the beginning, so it just kind of shows up as marks on his tummy every time they get a new check.
So Averin has 4 checks on his tummy.
4?
4.
He has like little spots. I love it.
Because you each have 4 checks on your list.
Did he
That's
eat the paper?
adorable.
He did eat the paper in the beginning.
He keeps
Yeah.
trying to bite at it because he thinks that they're bugs.
Oh,
The fleas are enemy.
As you guys are sitting there and checking your list and having your conversations, you begin the airship you feel the airship begin to decline towards the port of Chandra, the moon of the desert. As the first class passengers, you are allowed off of the boat first. And as you arrive, Riona, give me a perception check.
Guys, don't fail me now. That's gonna be a 13.
A 13.
Mhm.
As you walk off the boat, off this ramp, you see Postumus Maximus standing there. And he's kind of waving at you. And he goes, Miss Riona, Miss Riona, I have a message for you.
For me.
Yeah. And he opens his bag of sending, and out pops a oddly shaped wrapped item and a note on top of it.
Another egg. Fuck.
And he hands it to you, and he goes, "This is from." He didn't give me a name. He said you would know who it's from.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna set it down.
Mhm.
And she's gonna open the note.
As you open the note, you see a familiar handwriting. It says, "Dearest Riona, I have received your note, and though I know I have not been the best father, I owe you enough explanations that would infuriate any normal person. I have been treating you the way that I've been treating you out of heartbreak, and that is not fair. Being with your mother was the best time of my life, and when she left, though I knew it would happen one day, it broke something in me. Though Henry did give me this gift for you, um, he said that the temple sent it. That it was lost for a long time, and that Hank had it fixed before the accident happened. So I told him that I would send it your way. I want you to know that though you didn't follow in my footsteps, you have become a woman that your mother can be proud of, and that is more than anything to say that I am proud of you. I would rather you shine in her light than mine. I know this does not make up for any of my mistakes as a father. Also, Henry told me that I have to go on a non-drinking binge, so I'm trying this whole sober thing. It kind of really sucks. I want to drink. But do know that your father does love you. He's just really stupid and a man. So, write anytime you need, and I'll try to write back as fast as I can. Because I think I owe penance to a daughter scorned. Love, your father."
I think Riona's gonna fold the note and put it in her bag, but her hands are shaking because she needs to unwrap the package. She gets on the ground and she's like ripping it open like hastily, like she's like her hands are shaking as she like tears it open, and I think she just kind of freezes when she sees what's inside.
Yeah, you open it and you see the shield that you had when you first started your paladin training. The shield that was supposed to be your holy symbol. Your connection to the goddess. But after a fight, it broke. And that's when your necklace began to be your holy symbol for now who you know is your mother. You see a beautiful silver crack through the middle of it with a golden eye rune painted on the center in metal. There are adornments of grape leaves and grapes all along and vines all along the shield. This was the present that Hank was going to give you before his accident. You may now add the Sentinel Shield to your inventory.
And as she's realizing this, I think she starts to cry. Like, she just breaks down after everything that's happened recently, and then that note from her dad. I think she just starts to cry.
Is Riona still kneeling?
Yes, yes.
Okay, the emotional support fox is activated.
Yeah.
And he comes running over, puts his paws on Riona's shoulders, and starts licking away her tears.
This fox like needs like a siren on its head or something. Just like, get out of my way, I gotta get there.
And she wraps her arms around him and like scratches his head and just says thank you to him quietly.
Yeah, as you guys are having this really wonderful moment, I need you all to give me a perception check, if you would be so kind. Riona and Avren, you do not have to if you are still kneeling and having this moment. But all of your friends, I would like a perception check from. And I will have Elias roll a perception check also.
15.
14 for Rainer.
23 for Dream.
Okay. It was a 15, a 14, and a 23.
Yes.
Caliver and Opalyn, what did you guys get on your check?
Oakland got the 15.
Which check was it?
Perception.
Okay. 21.
21. Those with a 14 or higher, you see this dot in the sky heading towards you. It's heading quite fast and almost seems to be diving at you from a high height. As it gets closer and you see it in full force, and they land. Ariandri, can you introduce and describe your character?
Hi. Yes. So, the figure that lands in front of you is an Avariel, which is basically an elf with wings. They have long blue hair with bangs that are tufts of white. They have very tan skin. They're dressed in a white tank top and it looks like a very nicely woven red like cloak, and they're dressed in black pants that are like flare out at the bottom, and they're wearing black boots as well. And they have these very piercing blue eyes that when you look at them, you can see that they're full of hope, but you can also tell that there's a sense of that they've been weathered by the sands of time, so to speak. That they've seen things. And this figure is smiling at you when they see you, and they put up a hand and they say, "Well, hello, it's nice to meet you all. Welcome to Chandra. My name's Ariandri."
Hi, how's it going?
Did you just fly here? Hey, it's Dream. I'm Dream.
This is a
Hi.
bird. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Jace.
No, it's totally fine. Yes, yes, I did fly here with my wings, and Ariandri kind of like thumbs like to their wings, which are I didn't describe them, my bad. But they're like a very dark blue, almost grayish color. If you're familiar with what peregrine falcons look like, it's very much in that style.
Aerodynamic.
Yes.
Uh,
Very aerodynamic.
good for the windy desert. As you guys are standing there, and Ariandri is introducing themselves. Postumus is standing there. He goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I had a note for y'all, but I haven't seen you. Here," and he hands it to Raynor.
Raynor will open and read the note.
On the note, it is a note from like the council in Sigurd, and it says, "Oh, should have sent this earlier to Mugranthi, but there is a person set to meet you in Chandra when you arrive. Their name is Ariandri. They shall show you around and help you if needed."
It doesn't say who the person's name is, what the person's named.
Oh, geez.
It said their name's Ariandri.
It did say
The
that.
person who wrote the note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
the person that wrote the note, it doesn't say who, it just says the Council of Sigurd.
Okay. Raynor's gonna look at Ariandri and is like, pleased to meet you. It seems that you are gonna be our guide here in the Chandra.
Yes, quite indeed. In fact, I'm part of the city guard, so I was sent to kind of shuffle you all around, show you around, make sure you don't get lost. It's quite easy to do here, with the fact that everything kind of looks the same. But yes, I'll be your guide, and any questions you may have, anything you want to know about the city, feel free to ask.
Okay, so we have a situation here. Because Avron's looking at those wings. That's a bird, and birds are food.
Yes.
So I think we know what's coming.
Oakland picks Averin up.
He's just sitting there staring and licking his chops, struggling to get out of Oplin's arms.
Averin, no, not food, not food.
I was gonna say Dream's eyes are definitely following the wings, but he's like trying not to. He's like, no. Stop him.
Randy, you want to eat her too?
No.
Elias is just like gonna look at look at Dream and Averin and be like, "Friend, not food.
Oh god, Elias wants to eat them too.
This is not like the raccoon. Like, friend."
All Averin heard was food, and that's it. That's all he cares about.
Elias then takes out a piece of jerky and hands it to Averin.
He is placated. For now.
Dream's not hungry. He just wants to like pounce. So he's like, he'll put like a hand over his eyes, like he's dragging his hand over his face, but his tail is like flipping back and forth.
Elias-
does not put Averin down.
Elias takes out another piece of jerky and gives it to Dream.
He chews on it like it's a piece of chewing tobacco because he's nervous. Nervous chewing.
Okay,
So
well, Riona is going to, once she attaches her shield to her back, I think she's going to walk over and say, "It's really nice to meet you. Sorry it's been a bit, interesting meeting. We would love to see more of their city. I'm Riona, by the way. It's, I think we're just excited to be here."
Yeah, no worries. It's nice to meet you, Riona. And really, it's okay. I get all different kinds of reactions with the wings. You don't see many of Ariel these days, so Trust me, it's not a big deal. No worries. And you can tell that Ariandri is like kind of taking this in stride. They have a big grin on their face, and they're like waving their hand dismissively. Like they're not really offended by this at all.
How many people try to eat her?
Oakland
It's like
kind of just
Bad.
having a laugh.
She's really cool with it.
Well, it's not so much the fact that people have tried to eat me, but it's the fact that like you don't see a lot of elves walking around with giant wings. So it's, I get a lot of kids that sometimes come up and pull on them and like try to take my feathers out because they don't know what they're looking at. I get a lot of people staring sometimes when they come. It can be quite a bit of a spectacle if people don't know what they're looking at.
Ooh, Avaran. Actually, I think Avaran stepped away again. I'll get them to do this check when they come back. Yeah. So, Elias is kind of just standing there, and he's like, sorry, I think I had the captain use a sending spell to send to a tavern here. It's called the Moon Cycle. They said it's the best tavern, like, in town. Perhaps we can sit down, have conversations, and get food and everything so we can get rooms situated.
Of course. I can take you right over there, no problem at all.
Awesome, thank you. And Riona, sorry for cutting you off. If you had a question, go right ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think your wings are beautiful. You're truly something. That's all.
Aries kind of even like though their skin is kind of already flushed from the heat, you can kind of see that there's a little bit of red on their face, and they grin even wider, and they're like, "Oh, that's so sweet, thank you. You're quite beautiful yourself, and I mean that in a platonic sense. You're very, very stunning."
Thank you. Thank you.
Rainer
You're
shoots him.
welcome.
This new character's gonna steal everyone's girl.
No worries.
Give me my fan fiction, you people. Give that to me. This is why I play D&D. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Ari's gonna kind of like motion and be like, "Well, if you'd like to, you could follow me here, and I'll show you to the tavern."
Yeah. Elias is already ready to follow.
Follows.
Yeah. So if everybody's ready to follow, Ari leads the party to what was the tavern called? The Moon Cycle, you said?
Yeah, the Moon Cycle, yep.
Beautiful. Yeah. So
Oakland purposely
Harry-
hangs back to keep Averin far away from the wings.
Dream definitely like stalks like a little too close behind, then has to like stop himself.
Avaran.
Something so beautiful too, and that's the problem.
Aw. I think maybe Ari notices and like kind of looks at Dream and is like, would it help if you touched them? Like it's fine if you want to.
Dream's he's part cat, so he wants to.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He kind of like, you know how like cats bring out their hand to kind of bat at you?
Yeah.
he brings out a hand and he's like hesitant, and he's kind of like looking at them like to ask if it's okay silently. He kind of like brushes the wings.
Aw. Yeah, and Ari's like, it's fine, just don't snatch one, that's all.
He brings his hand back so he doesn't hurt them.
Aw.
Averin's doing fox shrieks. He is losing his goddamn mind.
Just
Avaran,
playing with my meal.
if you would be so kind, could you give me a raw intelligence check?
We're looking at a 10.
A 10? That's perfect. That was the DC. You don't really remember a lot from the Violet Isles. You know, it's not the place it used to be. But when Ariandri said not many people see Avarials around much anymore, you remember seeing quite a bit of them on the Violet Isles when you were there.
Probably ate quite a few of them too.
Probably. Kitsunes and Avarials probably were not the kindest to each others. But you definitely know of a place where there's more of Ariandri's kind. You guys get to the moon cycle. It's about a 5 to 10 minute walk from the port. As you walk up to it, it's a beautiful black, red, and silver building with a giant crescent moon painted on it around the windows and on the wall. You guys go inside, and there is a beautiful drow woman manning the bar and counter. She smiles and goes, Ariandri, you bring more guests to my tavern. I really do appreciate the business. Ari, you would know this as Vala. She is
Okay.
the owner and proprietor of the Moon Cycle.
Oh, okay. I think Ariandri kind of gives Vala just, a big grin. It's like, well, of course, this is only the finest establishment in town. Why would I bring them anywhere else?
Yes, that is true. I do run quite a fine establishment, if I do say myself, though that would be boasting and quite conceited of me. However, do you 7 rooms, or how many rooms would you like for the night? I take it you are staying the night and not just here for a grand old time, as Ariandri only escorts people who are of the utmost importance.
Is Vala just like addressing the party or addressing
Addressing
Ariandri?
Clearly just addressing me.
addressing anybody that will answer.
I think Ariandri's kind of like, well, I can't exactly speak for them, since I'm not in the party, but looking at them, there's 7, including Elias, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Ariandri's kind of like, I'd assume 7. I think it's safe to say 7 rooms would be sufficient.
I think Rihanna's gonna look at Rainer and be like, "Do you want to share?"
Yes.
Yes.
That was so quick!
It was.
Ooh.
Secret love.
They're not very secret.
Not so secret anymore.
Break down the wall between your rooms.
I think when he answers, she just links her hands together and she's like, make it 6.
Yes.
Well, I know Averin always shares with somebody.
So 5.
We're gonna have to figure this out. So wait, doesn't Elias usually stay with someone as well?
Elias is just like, I can stay with somebody or stay by myself.
Caliver's the one who's always creeping on people. That's who it was.
What do you mean creeping?
You wake up people like at the base of their bed.
Oh,
I remember
Averin is
that.
the only one who demands their own room.
Darlings.
Having good dreams and,
Darlings, here in Valoiri, we have many guests that come stay and want the haunting experience. We have a resident revenant who is also a ghost and haunts people, so we have multiple rooms.
Caliver, you best friend.
Yes, he's quite fun.
I need to meet this guy.
Oh well.
We're a non-binary person.
You'll have to ask them. They don't really tell me. You'll have to ask them. They come at night around when or when the club starts.
I would very much like my own room, very far away from any and all ghosts.
I think okay. So me and
I
Riona
need a
share
room right next to Oakland.
That's down to 6. Avaran usually stays with someone. That's down to 5 now. Does anyone else want to share with anyone?
Dream will
I'm fine
share with whatever.
Sharing with anyone. If
So 4 rooms.
There
the
we go.
slumber party could be real.
Yeah.
Dream, you
yeah.
want to stay with Averin?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do a slumber party again.
Great.
Cool.
All right,
So
it's
4 rooms.
yep. In one room, it's Caliver, Avaran, and Dream. Another room has Elias. Another room has
True.
Oplin, and the last one with Riona and Raynor.
I
Egg.
hope this information is helpful to someone.
And the egg.
An
Oh,
egg.
and egg. We cannot forget egg.
We cannot forget the baby.
The egg is on my back,
You
safe and
guys put
sound.
the egg in a different room. You know.
No. I use the immovable rod and just hang the egg there, so it's like,
Where? is my point?
what do you mean?
Is the egg watching?
Don't
The
make
egg
it
does not
weird.
The egg does not leave the room. The egg can't see
It's
first.
the egg watching.
It's, you know, it's not
Um,
appropriate for
You'd be
non.
watching before the egg because you just walk into a room.
Usually it's putting a sock over the door, but it looks like we might just be putting the sock over the egg instead.
Fine.
Aye. So Vala looks at all of you and goes, so 4 rooms for all of you. And, also, Ariandra, if you'd like to let them know, I know there's always a table for you, so you and your friends have a table. There is breakfast in the morning. We do serve both, grog here because we have a lot of people traveling from Farius, and we do sell cappuccinos and coffee and the like because we are very close to Morganthi. So
Is
if
there
you
a bar here too?
a bar,
Yeah, you don't mix drinks.
yes, I am known as the best drink mixer in town.
You can
But
make any drink.
I can certainly attempt. There are some drinks that I haven't gotten my hands on the recipe for because they are family recipes and not given to me. But also the club at night has some reserved drinks that I do not serve and you can only get for being in there.
Gotcha.
Is the nightclub in, like, does it take place in the Moon Cycle Inn, or is it like a different place?
It is not. It does happen at night, but it is not exactly a night club. I have to be careful with how I say it because it is not exactly
Legal?
Yes.
Is it roving? Like, does it go move from place to place?
No.
Okay.
Paula, would you like me to explain so you don't have to implicate yourself? I'm free to say as I please here.
You know, this is why you're my favorite.
Aw, well, thank you. So as one might put it, the nightclub is sort of a place where travelers and citizens may test a matter of strengths against each other, if you might say.
Fight Club.
Oh.
First rule, you didn't talk about it.
Hey DM, is Riona familiar with this since this is something that was semi-common back in her home country?
Not to this. Fight clubs in Farius weren't really a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't really illegal. Not much is illegal in Farius.
Yeah.
So
That's why I think she's confused with that the fact that it's not considered legal here.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has an idea of what they're talking about. It's just she's confused on why it's not legal.
Yeah.
Where does this take place? Is it in this inn? Or
if you would like to participate in the club, they do ask for a charge to enter. That is paid with your room fee when you pay it, and A slip with the password in illusory script will be put under your door, and you will have the password to say to get into the club at night. I say this in front of Ariandri because I trust them, and also I pay a look away fee to the city guard.
Do you need any performers?
I could always use performers, but the club doesn't really take performers. But if you would like to perform up here, that would be exceptional. I would love to say that a future god performed.
Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna do that now.
Okay. Vala does say, if you would like to, I'll do it by room. I won't do it one by one, but I will do it by room. Those who are rooming together that would like to perhaps participate in the club or be in there to bet and earn money, please allow me to know so I may put that fee on top of your room.
Rainer will put his room into the
Yeah.
as
I
the
want to
option
go
for
just
Fight
to make
Club.
bets.
Cool.
I don't want to participate in fighting.
I mean, we need
but-
the password just to get there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Rainer,
we
you're
want
gonna
to just
participate
see
in
it,
fighting, right?
we don't have to actually fight, but we can.
Well, the thing is, so it's illusory script.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
She writes it just so you can see it.
Right, but like, is there
It's
anything
it's-
stopping me from
it's-
sharing the password to everyone else?
It's different for every person.
Okay, so the password I would receive would be just from me and Rio.
For your room, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Jay would like to participate. He's got a lot of anger he needs to get out.
Cool.
Slumber Party Fight
and-
Club.
And this password is good for going in to make bets and to and to participate.
Oplin's in.
Oplin's in?
Avrin probably can't participate. That would be animal cruelty.
Yes.
But someone should probably get him a muzzle.
We
Just
should
saying.
we should make sure we don't have like fantasy Michael Vick. So
So that she looks at you and goes, okay, 5 rooms at 40 gold each, plus the 20 gold price for the club. Let's see.
Is that 20 each or altogether?
It's 20 each room.
What question, DM? So there is something that I do have that I have not yet to use with my
Mhm.
background called rustic hospitality.
Yes.
Would my rustic hospitality or my lovely charms be anything to maybe persuade a discount?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see here. That is a disgusting 8. I guess a confident 8, really.
She looks at you and goes, I guess I can drop the room price 10 gold. A girl does have to make her money.
That's fair.
But unfortunately, I cannot waive the club price.
Once again, that's fair.
That goes straight to the Look Away Fund.
30, 150. How many people were participating in the fight?
It was every room.
Everyone, and there's 4 rooms.
So I think it was 5 rooms.
Oh, 5 rooms? Okay. 150, 25, 250.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that can be paid at the end of your stay. So you all have a table over in the corner. That is our biggest table. Ariandri, you're more than welcome to stay here. I know you have a place in the city, but there's always a room for you.
Well, thank you, Vala. I think I will stay the night.
Of course. And tonight, since you are all future gods and joining us here in our wonderful city, your meals are on me for the night. Drinks are expensive. I'll give you 2 on the house, but the rest you pay for. she has a little sand goblin walk you over to the table, and she kind of looks at you, goes, "All right, listen up. Don't snap at me. I'll bite you. If you're polite, I'll do great service. If you're rude, I'll leave you the fuck alone and you won't get anything that you want."
Oh, I like you.
I'm sure we
I
can
do
all be
appreciate
friends
the
here.
honesty. Yes, quite so.
My name is Gristle. Yep, it's like the hard part of the chicken you don't expect when you bite into it. And a lot of people say my personality's like sandpaper. But being from Valoiri, I take that as a compliment. What can I get for y'all?
Wait, his name was Bristle?
Gristle.
Gristle.
Oh, Gristle. Gristle.
I would love a glass of champagne.
One of our finest champagne, you got it.
You mean the hardest of whatever you have?
Ah,
Beer for the
Strongest.
winner.
and an ale for the lizard, got it. Anything for you, Ghosty?
We'll talk later.
You flirting with me?
Yes.
I mean, like, I'm into it. I'm down for anything. Never been with a ghost before.
It's an out-of-body experience.
Haha. I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
go up on stage.
All right. Anything for you, Chicken Wing?
I'm assuming they're talking to Ariandri.
Yeah, who else would I be talking to?
Fuck this guy.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Ariandri familiar with Gristle?
Oh, everybody in Chandra knows Gristle.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, Ariandri is like actively fighting back chuckles, like is trying not to laugh because they do just enjoy Gristle's company so much. And they're like, "Oh, Gristle, come on, you know I have the same every night. It's give me 1 second. I'll have a mermaid's kiss, why not? I haven't had one of them in a while, actually."
Okay. You know, it's always funny to order the mermaid's kiss in a city in the middle of the desert because there's no water. I get it.
Wait, there's no water?
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, there's water, but it's like finding an oasis is hard.
It is. It's very complicated.
That's why we have, like, people like Ariandri. They fly around. They're able to survive for a while in the desert.
But that's very true. It also helps that I'm a Storm Herald, so I can kind of like have some fun with the sand.
Yeah, Ari likes to have fun with the sand, if you know what I mean. I'll get you your drinks. And she walks away. Ariandri, you would
lower her head to take the drink.
Yeah, Ariandri, you would also know that everybody knows Gristle because they are the former champion of the club.
Oh, okay.
They held the championship for about 10 years.
Yeah, that tracks. I can see that.
Before the current champion.
Ooh. Do I know the current champion?
You do know the current champion.
Oh. Who is it?
That will be later introduced.
Revealed.
Alright.
Perhaps if you guys go to the club tonight, or maybe next episode, who knows? Gristle comes back with all your drinks, purposely puts them in front of the wrong people. Yes.
Rihanna didn't get to order anything. She left before she could.
Girlie, you gotta talk quicker. I'm a quick person. I get things done around here. How do you think they run this place? You think Vala does everything? She just looks pretty.
No, clearly you are the one who runs the show. Just bring me something strong and mixed.
Strong and mixed. All right, I'll make it extra salty for you. Just kidding, I'll make it sweet. And she walks over to the bar.
Do they serve food at this fine establishment?
She instinctively brought over a whole chicken for you, Amaran.
Fantastic. He's going to maintain eye contact with Ariandri while he eats it.
Yes.
Ariandri comically
Weird
stares
power
right back at Avaran.
You know, birds eat other birds all the time.
This is true. They do.
Chickens are cannibals.
Caliver, give me a performance check if you're up on
Oh.
stage.
Forgot about that. I'm willing to. Okay, good. 26.
Jesus Christ. Describe your performance for me. You get to decide how this goes with that roll.
What kind of establishment is this?
It
Is
is.
it like classy or
It's classy but grunge at the same time.
what does that mean?
Like it's like a classy version of punk.
Oh.
Soft grunge, if you will.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like Peace and Quiet would be the perfect song to play here.
Don't know that song.
On his repertoire.
You played it on
The heavy
the
metal.
airship.
Oh, you mean this the
Like-
song I made up?
Yeah.
Did you actually know a song named that?
I was looking it up too. I was like,
I mean, there's probably a song called that somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah, but it's probably not what we hope it would be.
Yeah,
No.
you find
Nah,
some
it's
church
probably
music or some shit.
slow song.
It's a lullaby.
God, I wish I had a way to like quick change my clothes. I should really pick up like Sky Self or something.
Don't you have a
That's
disguise
like a
kit?
good thing.
I do,
like-
but you know, disguised kits actually take time to do.
Don't you have
whereas
like a
Sky
spell?
Self is
Do you have
instant.
seeming?
Huh?
something like that?
Seeming? Oh, no. I do have
Oh.
minor illusion, which might work.
I
yourself a
think
hat.
Minor Illusion you can do like a 6-foot box.
Yeah, but the image doesn't move.
You could give me an Arcana check, and a good enough Arcana check, I'll let it move with you.
Yeah, why not? We'll give it a shot. Or actually,
Then again, we all know that Oblin knows how to quick change.
Yeah.
Yeah, take tips from the magical girl
Opalyn
over
does
there.
know how to quick change. She does have magical girl outfit changes.
It's gonna be like that magician's trick. Open like lifts a curtain around Caliver, then he drops it, and he's completely different.
Druidcraft. It's what you did at the ball.
There you go.
the minor illusion's not happening. I got an 11.
Oh, yeah. I needed at least a 15.
Sure.
So let you do
so
it.
instead, I'm just gonna cast mirror image, so that there's more of me.
Okay.
Some backup.
Awesome.
and-
He suddenly becomes a boy band.
Yeah, we're we're gonna play a song.
Tell me why.
I ain't nothing but a highway.
Let's not get copyrighted on
I'll play-
Twitch.
I'll play that
No,
song
I'm
for
gonna
you.
start singing.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
As long as we don't go over
Tell me
30
why.
seconds, we'll be good.
I never wanna hear you say.
So-
Right that way.
So, Caliver, you mirror image for this performance. And what are you gonna match the groove, or what kind of music are you playing?
I want to match the atmosphere of the room best I
Okay.
can, but I think everyone's right that it is like Backstreet Boy esque or NSYNC esque,
Okay.
or it's like boy band.
Okay.
Is it gonna be May?
Gonna be my.
All 5 of him.
You need like pouring rain, but since you're in a desert, you need to use sand instead. Delicately.
Delicately.
Turn the
Don't
sand
give it
into
really
glitter.
down.
Anything but
Yeah.
delicate.
Salt Bay. Just Salt Bay it.
Oh God.
What have we
Um,
become?
I don't know. You guys are also sharing memes while playing this episode, and I'm looking at them, trying not to
Also,
laugh.
I'm also like me and my mirror images are definitely like floating up around the room.
Oh,
Like, getting
that's
audience
sick.
Participation.
I love that. You have the crowd like wrapped around your finger. You even hear like over your music a little bit, you hear Gristle go, "Oh my god, this guy actually fucking rocks!"
Oh my god, he's back again.
She fucking
Amanda's
slaps.
so into you, Caliber.
This guy's drinks are on me tonight.
He really is larger than life.
Oh god. Gristle comes back to you guys while Caliver's performing to be like, "What do you guys want to eat? We got Gormantula stew. We got steamed Gormantula legs. We got some Vila puffs. We just got an order of them from Sagiern.
Someone get the fox a raw steak. He's still hungry.
Actually, Gristle's gonna do an insight check on you to see if you're still hungry. That was a nat 20. Gristle goes, "I'll get you some more food, little guy. I like you. Your friends, they can still get on my shit side, but you're cute."
He wags his tail and yips.
And walks back to the kitchen to get a steak and comes back out and goes, "Again, what do you guys want? Sorry, you were too slow and the fox looked hungry, so..."
Bring us a round of Vila Puffs. Please.
Alrighty. Goes back, comes out with like a plate of 3 Vila Puffs for each of you. Everybody that eats Vila Puffs, I need a Constitution saving throw from.
I knew it. This is the high thing. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Well, we gotta relax, guys.
Constitution saving.
I say that, and watch me fail.
Oh yeah, 25.
We've got a 4.
Dream,
You're gonna get high.
Dream,
Good.
you are so relaxed right now.
Oh yeah, he just leans back in his
You-
chair.
Feel a pleasant numbness go over your body.
Oh yeah, his shoulders just slump.
Constitution.
And you are high now. Rainer, you have dealt with this before,
Yes, I have.
and you were ready
Oakland got
for
a
it,
21 currency.
so you ate it slowly. Opalin, you are also not a stranger to this. You were a partier back in Morganthe before this whole thing. So you also ate these slow.
Riona did not because she got a 6.
Riona,
Oh, no.
you are also high as a motherfucker.
Can Averin steal one off of someone's plate?
Averin surely can.
Okay, so I'll.
Though
roll
I feel like Dream might be high enough just to feed you one.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Pick off little pieces and feed them directly to Averin.
Like toss into it, see if you can catch them.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes, he is flopped down on his side. He's in space, my dude. He's gone.
He's zonged.
Oh lord, he did.
Ari, what did you get?
I got a 15.
A 15? You're no
Yes.
stranger to Vila Puffs, but you're feeling it. You're feeling
Ari-
good.
I feel like Ari kind of just eats these for sport sometimes, just like
Probably.
Yep.
Probably. But you like ate it responsibly to where you get like that even high to where you are high, but you're not like detrimentally high like Dream and Riona are now.
Okay, perfect. That's right where Ari wants to be.
We are indeed feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dream's just
How
kind of
about those
staring off,
flyers?
zoned out. Yeah. He's-
As you guys come, like, as this happens, Gristle comes back over and goes, "Oh shit. I take it they're newbies?"
Yeah, you could say.
I got the perfect thing for you. And she yells over the music to the back and goes, "I need a bowl of Gormantula eyes. Stat!"
Oh, that sounds so fucking good right now.
And
I could
Out
prefer to run
comes-
it by.
out comes this Goliath guy with like a big bowl of like what looks like it looks like popcorn, but they're like eyeballs. So it's almost like if popcorn was a meat.
Popped
That was
eyeballs.
what I said, like something.
Like
And-
chicken pox? Like
Yeah,
popcorn?
kind of like, but it's like shaped like popcorn, like they actually popped
Oh shit.
That's
What are in these eyes?
and placed it down, and
So it's
Gristle
like
goes,
chicharroni, like pigskins.
kind of, yeah, they're kind of like chicharrones.
Okay,
Chicharron.
yeah.
And Gristle goes, look, these are greasy, they are chewy, and they are the perfect snack for when you are hit by a Villapuff. Go ahead, try them. We use our own special spice blend. 12 secret
You pick-
spices.
Ooh. Jane takes like a hugest handful to see if he could determine what the 12 different spices are.
They are so perfectly mixed that you would not be able to tell.
He's gonna spend the whole night trying to find out.
This is some KFC nonsense.
yeah, really.
The colonel's in the back cooking.
Look, you
I
guys,
think
I got all night. I can give you guys the best snacks. Some of them are expensive because like they're higher end. But also like I like you guys, so like I'll be on top of what you guys need to order and everything. And look, to be honest, your drinks are on me tonight. Don't let Vala tell you any different.
You're the best, Gristle.
I don't hear that often, but I like it. Again, get told that I'm like sandpaper all the time.
No, you're a doll.
Yeah, so I will be right back. I gotta start up the club. It's getting to that time. Give me
What was the name of this place again?
the Moon Cycle.
Moon Cycle?
Yeah.
As in unicycle.
I just
No,
want to pep. I
as
just
a-
want to pep. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You just want to
Oh.
pet.
Everett's high. She's seen that.
Gonna say, I just want to pepper in that Avern is so high he's reverted back to his human form, so he's just laying there naked and afraid on the floor.
Gristle totally just throws a blanket over his midsection.
and while this is happening, Rihanna's just looking at Rainer going, "You're so pretty. Why are you so pretty?"
Gristle's just like, are they a thing? If not, they should be.
I think
I
they are.
agree.
Man, he's stay out of my business.
Also, did he lay the egg or?
I'll kill him. Not again. No, I'm not dealing with this shit again. I did not lay the egg.
I mean, I know.
Would not.
Look, Airy just met you, so it couldn't have been Airy. And you're a
Hey.
lizard.
I didn't
That's
lay
not
any
really
eggs.
Olin's gonna poke her head under the table and look at Avron and just be like, "You good, buddy?"
I'll get him some water.
He's making some weird noises.
Dream still tries to hand feed him like the chips, even in his human form. The meat popcorn.
He's just laying there with his mouth open and like a pile of food in his mouth that he has not bothered chewing or swallowing.
Dream's just like leaning over, so slowly dropping them, trying to like aim them correctly.
Olin will roll Avron over onto his side
Gonna
and then kind of just lightly stroke his hair and just be like, "I think Avron needs to go back to his room."
Oh my god.
Just need to like chill.
Gristle comes back, like 20 minutes later, and is like, "Sorry, I had to set up downstairs for the club and everything. You know, the champion is here and wants to get ready for her fights and everything like that."
What is Gristle?
A sand goblin.
Gotcha.
Rainer is excited when he hears club.
Yeah, the club
Elias at the
opens.
table?
What?
Is Elias at the table with us?
Oh yeah, Elias has been there the whole time. He's high off of his
Eli?
ass.
Oh fuck.
Oh God.
God damn. No one's.
Elias is just like, guys, I think I should have did this first. This feels so much better than Liquid Lightning.
Oh my god. Elias has a problem.
This is what
Dream,
happens
like-
when you say you're no longer under employment.
Look, I grew up in a monastery. I never got to have fun.
Right? Like, I spent so long.
Riona, you should totally try a can of liquid lightning so you can feel the difference.
Absolutely not.
Yes. No, you should
No.
totally. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it.
No.
I
will
wonder-
now.
It's fine.
I wonder if
run-
I wonder if I can find Gruddy.
Why do you want my
Everyone-
Gruddy? I avoid
Oh
Gruddy.
god, no.
Freddy's here?
Bro, Gruddy sells in every city around the world.
Avi, do you,
Gonna buy?
Huh?
do you know Gruddy?
Me? Yeah.
No, Ari, do you know Gruddy?
Oh, that's a good question. DM, do I know Gruddy?
You've heard of Gruddy? I don't. He stays away from City Guard. He
Okay,
is
gotcha.
like really good at
Black
staying
market.
away. Yeah, he is literally like the black market.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. So Ari's gonna be like, I've definitely heard of Gruddy. He doesn't make himself known to me, being that I am a city guard.
I
Yeah.
thought he'd pay you.
Nah,
lost
his-
he likes money too much.
That's true.
Vala's the only person we really take money from, and that's because we know she's not doing anything risky under the table, so
Huh, yeah. I heard that Gruddy had some fucked up shit back then. And
Like
yeah,
what?
I heard
there
that-
was some stories that went around the city guard for sure.
Yeah. I also heard he's dating some warlock.
Ooh, Dream like puts his head on his hand. Is like, tell me more about it. The drama.
Yeah, this this warlock that is like known for like being like under patronage of Kaisis and like is like this really strong dude. Wait. I don't know.
What does he look like?
I've never seen him.
Huh.
Nobody's really ever seen him.
We should find him, right? We should go look for him.
I heard he's really hard to find.
Are you talking about the warlock or Gruddy?
Both.
Why not both?
Whoa.
Hey, DM, quick question.
Yeah.
So I know Oplin and Riona were present when Kai and Nockley talked about the hermit.
Yes.
Would either of them remember? Because Oplin was in shock and Riona was drunk.
Both of you roll me a intelligence check at disadvantage to remember.
Disadvantage. Okay. That's gonna be a fancy 5.
A fancy 5
Yes, Harper.
And an 11.
and 11. The 11 is enough to remember the name, but nothing else.
And
The
why
f-
were we trying to bring up the hermit?
The 5 is not.
No, she was gone, like she is at this moment.
They were bringing up the hermit because Elias brought up a warlock.
And no one's ever seen him, and so someone being shady.
Oh, I thought of someone else.
I did too, but this is also an option.
Who else did you think of?
I thought of
The
What's his name?
demon.
I thought of Kylix.
Oh,
Kaisis is or older brother of Razcax. He's a Kaisis cleric.
Yes, he's a cleric, but this is a warlock.
Yeah, that's why I said I thought about him, but I was wrong.
Very similar, but very different.
I was trying to think of when we've heard the god Kaisis brought up.
You've only heard of the god Kaisis brought up one more, and it was one of the council members.
Yes.
Specifically the one that sponsored Kai.
Okay.
Well, that's in my notes. I do have that.
But Elias is like, yeah, I heard that there's some like crazy powerful people in Valoiri. I heard there's like this fortune teller that you should like stay away from. But like, doesn't that sound so fun? To get your fortune read?
Let's do it.
We don't know where these people are.
We can find them. If there's one thing I can do, it's finding people.
I mean,
I'd be down to find Gruddy, actually, in case we need to buy some stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. Gristle looks at you and goes, "Oh, Gruddy? Sometimes he can be found at the club.
I also still want to go to the club.
The club is known for having all, like, the nasty, gross people of the underworld there.
Oh, it'll be just like home.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nothing like Farius. It's way better. Farius is bad.
I think some of us could take a short rest before we go to this club.
We don't have the password first. We still have to go to our rooms.
Ren, who's still laying on the floor, kind of rolls over and tugs on Dream's legs and asks him if feet are hands.
Yes.
The Peter hands.
I don't know if Dream can
hands.
answer that.
What? What was the question? I didn't hear.
If feet are hands.
Are feet hands?
Oh! Dream looks at him very seriously and goes, "They can be. I can show you how."
That's incredible.
Caliver.
He's like, "It really is."
Caliver, as all of your friends are high at this table, are you still performing, or are you, like,
He left his clones behind.
looking over at them?
Opalyn and Rainer are not high. They're the only two sober ones.
I know. It's horrible.
I would like to have left my clones behind, but me myself have disappeared.
Okay. What are you doing?
If you need me to roll like stealth or something like that.
I'm gonna go find the Revenant.
No. All of your friends were pretty distracted. I don't need a stealth roll for this.
Okay. Then I think, Caliver, I'm gonna go over to the bar as inconspicuous as I can.
Mm-hmm.
The proprietor of the Moon Cycle, I forget her name, the drow,
Vala, yeah.
said she could make any drink.
Yeah.
Can she make liquid lightning?
Vala looks at you with almost a devilish smirk
No!
and says,
Half our body is high, the other half is gonna be on fucking speed. We're not gonna do anything.
"Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Give me 2 minutes."
No!
And you watch as almost like not instantaneously, but like almost as if she's done this many times before, the cups and things put into the cups are moving at a speed at which you've never seen someone make a drink. And she produces this
What?
fizzing, blue, almost crackling drink in front of you in a martini glass. And says,
Do they have a little umbrella? Because it's the desert, right?
"Ah, darling, you read my mind." And she puts the little purple umbrella in it.
Does the umbrella melt into the drink?
Same thing.
It does not.
It
Okay.
bursts into flames.
It's probably just fizzing.
And she leans forward and kind of like caresses your cheek with her hand and goes, "That one's on the house. If you need anything else, let me know."
She's into ghosts?
Everyone in this bar is into Caliber.
Yeah, who isn't,
Very
honestly?
charismatic.
Oberlin.
And there's 5 of him right now. I mean, there's one for everyone.
We're just his groupies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just the reality.
Yeah.
Dream should have rolled for horniness at 5 calibers, honestly.
Do you drink the liquid lightning?
Yes.
Give me a d6 roll.
I think
He
I
drank
think I
his.
would just like do it in a shot.
Yeah,
Oh God.
A D6?
a d6.
3.
3. Caliver,
Fantastic.
your pupils dilate, and the world seems to be moving slower around you. As are the sounds and the voices around you. You now understand how Elias felt when he drank it. But because you drank the whole thing in one go, you now have haste for 24 hours.
Oh, sick.
And you can only get that by rolling a 3 on that roll.
Nice.
Wait, really?
For
You got the
24
lucky
hours?
number.
You have to hit 3 exactly to get
Yeah?
that? Oh my god!
Do you have any idea how fucking fast I am?
You feel alive
Oh,
again.
I am speed.
Meow.
Alex suddenly
And
becomes the Flash.
that is where we are going to end our episode.
Fucking A, no!
Wonderful. I love
I
it.
hate
Being sober.
Thank you all for watching this week's episode of Queers and Spheres Campaign 1, World of Selûne. Thank you, Jace, for joining us this week. Jace will be back next week. We're not a one-and-done type deal with guest stars. Jace will be joining us again next week when we enter the club. And find out more about the city of Chandra and more about Valoiri. At this moment, Jace, if there is anything you would like to plug, any social media, any projects you're working on, please go ahead.
Oh, sure. I really didn't even think about that. Hi guys. I usually go. Most of my handles are Skrinesis. That's SKRINESIS. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and projects that I'm most proud of right now are going to be on my Itch.io. I make little video games if you want to check those out. Also under the same name, SKRINESS. .itch.io.com. It should be. Yeah, thanks so much for having me on. It was a blast.
Awesome, and we will see you next week to continue more with Ariandri. And my gallant godlets, if there's anything, I don't know if any of you guys are working on anything. If there's anything you would like to plug, you guys can. Just let me know. And that is the end of my spiel. Is there anything you guys would like to plug before we say goodbye? No?
We're good.
I think
I'm okay.
Good night, y'all. We love
Good
you.
night, everyone.
Good
Thank you
night.
for joining us.
Bye.
We out.